It's been almost a year since I posted my first video, and almost 9 months since I posted my last one. During that process, I learned a lot about what it takes to be consistently making videos, but also about what type of videos I actually want to create. I then took a break from this whole YouTube thing because of other projects in my life, which of course put the small growth I was witnessing to a complete halt. But it also enabled me to have a more objective view on the videos that I was putting out. If I have to sum it up, I'd say I'd learned two things. First of all, I think I've found the first footsteps towards my niche. A quick recap over the videos I've posted so far. They were mostly around business/finance, of course, but a few of them went beyond the finance sphere. One video in particular got quite a positive feedback in the comments, which I really didn't expect because I thought it would be such a niche subject that nobody would care enough to search for it on YouTube, but apparently some people do. So I'm thinking about doubling down on these obscure ideas that are somewhat related to finance. I already know where I'm going to source the inspiration for these, so all I have to do is figure out which ones will be interesting for YouTube and which ones won't. I'm not the best at this, so I think at first I'll just shoot at the wall and see what sticks. Number 2. Editing takes a huge amount of time. And it's not just the fun part of editing, like choosing your b-roll, your media, where you're gonna write on your titles, etc. 80% of my video making time was spent just making jump cuts. And I knew from the bottom of my heart that if that was how I'm gonna spend my weekdays for the next 2 years to make this work, then I'd rather just give up right now and find something else to spend my free time on. So what I did is Google around and see if I couldn't automate the process. I found a couple of tools, but most of the free ones were a mess and I couldn't really figure out how to use them. And most of the paid ones were paid ones, like super successful videographer price targeting type of stuff. They were way out of my budget. At the end of the day, I was like, why don't I make my own plugin? So after brushing off my dusty Python skills and going after a couple of tutorials, I came up with this. It's messy, probably spaghetti code, but it works. And what it does is, it detects silences, removes them, then generates a file that can be imported into Premiere Pro or Final Cut Pro, whatever suits you. And that is how I think I'm gonna be consistent this time around, or at least how I'm gonna be consistent for a while until I find the next problem, which could be turned into a coding problem. The plan with this plugin was to eventually make it into a free web app that's monetized with ads, so that everybody that had the same barrier as me can now be consistently making YouTube videos. But I ran into some external problems trying to convert my Python script into WebAssembly JavaScript web app. So for now, it'll just wait and I'll just focus on this channel instead. And when that problem gets solved by Chrome or whoever decides to solve that problem, I'll get to it eventually. I'll make it and then you'll be the first to know. So I'm planning on making about 1 video per week, which is not a lot, so I know I can stay consistent, but just enough to be able to reach enough people and have some sort of impact. Now of course, because this is a channel update for a channel with 8 subscribers, the comments will not be the fullest, and nobody will probably even watch till this point. But if you did for some reason make it till the end, I'd love for you to say hi and tell me how you discovered this empty YouTube alleyway, I guess. And tell me in the comments if you want to see me talk about some subjects that you don't see talked about often. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one.